what's good everyone? So I'm bringing you guys my 6 months on testosterone video update. A lot has been going on in my life in the last month, so because of that I've had some ups and downs. I've been stressed, I've been not so stressed. More than anything, I think like I just need to be a bit more grounded, and I'm sort of determined to kind of get back into my fitness journey, I suppose is one way of putting it. But yeah, it was good. I'd just come back from holiday, so it was good to just get away for a little while, because I was starting to just be like, I haven't really stopped since the beginning of the year. I've literally just been going from one thing to the next, which has all been wonderful. But I think just for yourself, it's good to just remember that we're all human and you need to take some time to recharge your batteries. Now that my body's changing and I'm like, I don't know, like getting hairier and I don't know, like just so like that, I feel a bit more, now that I'm on, I'm 6 months on hormones, it's something that, I do want to get top surgery. I would like to have a completely flat chest. So yeah, I think maybe after this one I should just make a video, because I keep stalling and I keep waiting and I'm not sure exactly what to say, but it's something that's on my mind and it's not going to go away, so I might pause this and make a fundraising video shortly. Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything organised. Also just did my headshots with the lovely Jenny Scott. She is completely amazing. I love her work and she's always really fun to shoot with. I cannot wait to share those pictures with you guys. I got a few back the other day, and there was one particular one where, I think it was the first time in a picture that it captured me. Like, it was the first picture that I've seen that I can fully see that I've changed. Like, my chest looked completely flat, my shoulders looked wider, like I looked like I could read much more male in that one picture. And like, it made me feel so good and so happy, and just like the opposite of dysphoria. It just made me feel just content, and I suppose that's how I really feel in regards to my transition. Like, I'm like, this is me, and I just think it's amazing, and I'm so happy and pleased that it is all going well. Probably the biggest change that I've noticed is my voice. It's definitely got lower in the last month, which is good. I'm really excited about it, especially like, I don't know, as an actor, your voice is so important, and I just every week it's like my voice just matches more how I feel. In terms of like my actual frame, like even if it doesn't matter if I go gym or if I eat good or bad, my actual frame now is a lot more broader. I've completely just filled out like everywhere. My shoulders are definitely wider than they before. Like just all of it is just, there's a lot more in my neck, my face, everywhere. Oh yeah, like today, not today, but yesterday, for the first time ever, I was walking down the street and people like flying you, and you're just like, if you're in a rush, I've even done flying jobs, but sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. But then she was like, hey, here you go, sir, and I was like, sir, like, oh, I have not been walking down the street and no one has ever called me sir before. So that was the first time someone called me sir, and it was a stranger, and that made my day. So I took the flyer and I just walked down the street really pleased with myself. And yeah, I think I'm starting to finally be read more as a man just by strangers. Like, still not every single day, but it's starting to happen a little bit more now. I'm really happy about that, and I think, yeah, 6 months is definitely like a milestone, and it feels good. It feels good. Like, I think definitely between like 5 and 6 months, just in my personal life, I've been stressed out. So just in life, like, you have your ups and downs, but it's not really because of my transition. It's just because things have been a bit hectic or things have been a bit crazy. But I feel like I'm changing. I feel like I'm growing and evolving on a personal level. Another thing to say is just like, I had a interview, catched up with one of my old college friends, and he's putting together like a magazine which is to do like mental health and like just different things really, like, but we had really good conversation, and it's just, I think choosing to be positive is so important, or choosing to put your time and energy around the right type of people. Like, you can't have people just draining you and dragging you down. Like, if you do, just remove yourself from that situation. You've got to find ways to make sure you're okay and that you can recharge and you can be good. I'm going to talk a bit about like toilets and changing rooms. So like, for the past year, I have sometimes run into problems when I've been shopping and I go to use the male changing rooms, like in the shops. And as well, again, 2 weeks ago, like, I just walked through and no one said anything to me. They just let me get on with it, where usually, like, they stop me and then they tell me, like, oh, you do know that the ladies are upstairs, or they just tell me all this stuff, and I'm just like, you know. But this time, even when someone did question me, I was just like, she's like, you do know that the ladies are downstairs? And I just said, yeah, I do know that. I don't need the ladies. Just like, really, like, just matter of fact. And then she just was like, looked embarrassed, and then she just let me go through. So she felt embarrassed rather than me constantly feeling embarrassed every time I'm just trying to get changed. Like, I'm just trying to go shopping. And I feel like when you're transitioning, like, for me, going shopping and changing my wardrobe was the first step that I could do that was actually possible, because obviously it takes time to get on the hormones, it takes time to just to do everything else. So it's one thing that shouldn't be too difficult. And when people are like kind of challenging you when you're trying to get change, it's a bit of a hassle. I do get to a certain extent, like, it's just their job and they're just doing what their job, what is required of them. But I just wish there could be something, a better system in terms of retail. That's just something I wish that there could be a simple solution. So maybe someone can invent it, like, there's more brain it than me, but it's just something that I've noticed. In terms of like public bathrooms, I still don't use the men's, just because up until like literally a week ago, I don't really get I haven't been getting read as male, so I don't feel safe just going into like a random public toilet, because I feel like I just don't feel comfortable about that, and I don't feel like it's safe for me to do that at this point. Which is, you know, you have to keep it real with yourself, and your safety, obviously, like, my safety is more important than my ego. Yeah, I do feel like I'm getting more looks when I'm in the women's now. Not really bad, I don't feel like I'm not wanted or I'm completely out of place, but it's the same that some guys are starting to read me more, you know, they read me as a guy, and I think some women are starting to as well. So I don't know how long. Maybe soon I will be using the men's, but it just depends. It's not even really about how I feel or my confidence, it's more how people see me and how I'm perceived, and that will kind of be the point where I actually just use the men's, because for now it hasn't been something that I've been able to do. But yeah, obviously, like, in my old work, like, I used to just use the men's changing rooms, but then I had a cool team. My managers were completely behind me, and it was a safe environment to do that. So that the locker rooms, they were, you know, gendered. So, you know, I chose the men's, because a part of me didn't feel comfortable in either. Because obviously I was pre-testosterone at that point. I was I'm pre-operations. I'm pre-everything. So it is a locker room for anyone is a bit like, oh. But I had a good team and I had the right support, and that was good. So I just hope that more companies can be just as like easy about it and understanding, like the company I just previously worked for. I just want to say thank you for everyone that has been supporting me this far. I just feel just happy. It's like all this extra tension or anxiety and all these extra layers that were weighing me down, it's like I'm just shedding all these layers of stress and tension, and I'm starting to feel more comfortable and really in my own skin, and now I'm starting to see on the outside, and I suppose that's the whole point of why I'm doing this, and it just makes me feel so happy, like in such a profound way. It's not superficial, like it's just such a wonderful feeling to be able to see yourself, how you've always seen yourself in your head, but yet you haven't matched it on the outside. So that has been, I feel really blessed. I have so much love for you all, and I will speak to you all really soon. Anyone that's watching, my transgender brothers and sisters, just keep staying strong. Things do get better. keep your chin up, just keep looking for positive things, and if they're not in your life, then just make space for them, because you deserve to be happy. And that's it. Keep following my channel, subscribe to my Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all soon.